What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout and welcome to my Oceania Regionals Top 16 breakdown with Top 16 deck lists. Yeah, Top 16 from the latest Oceania Regionals BT21 meta. It's crazy, guys. Trust me, it's crazy. If you like videos like this and you want to see more of them, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. They help us push the algorithm a bit. And share this video around, of course. Like, these are the newest decks. Let's see what they can do. One quick thing before the Patreon shoutout. Guys, we will be streaming the next Oceania Regionals this weekend here on YouTube and Twitch. There's gonna be a lot more of BT21 because players now had more time to get the cards. So make sure to stop by and watch the tournament. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be me and Peter Dance commentating. And now, huge shout out to the ever-growing, thank you so much for that, ever-growing coffee club. Miguel, Nave, Ryan, Frank, Scotty, Jacob, Bixen, Golden Feather, Kiryu, Bryce, Fernando, Derek, Adnan and Jakub. These are our $2 and up patrons. They buy us coffee, they help this machine keep going. Thank you so much for that, guys. Guys, if you wish to support us this way, you don't need to, but link to the Patreon, in case you want to link to the Patreon, is in the description below. If Patreon isn't your thing, we have a channel membership for $2. You unlock cool emojis and stuff. So yeah, that's it. Now, roll the video. As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown, or in this case, general info. So this was a live event organized by TAC Games. Congratulations, TAC Games, for another amazing event. As far as my knowledge goes, this was best of one pre-side, 54 players in total. So not as much players as on an online event, but you know, online event more accessible. So 54 players is still a good turnout. This was the first BT21 legal event, but I was told that BT1 promo cards weren't legal for the event. This is mostly due to accessibility reasons. From what I was told, that they just got BT21, so of course you're not gonna have tournament pack cards and stuff like that legal, because you know, no one has them. Huge congrats to everyone who participated at the event, the judge staff, TO players, top 16, everyone. Huge congrats, everyone. And while you are here, there will be another Oceania Regionals online this weekend. We will be streaming it on The Lookout, so keep a lookout for that one. Now, let's jump into the top 16 breakdown. Okay, here is the top 16 breakdown, and guys, if you have seen the top 8 posted yesterday, you haven't seen anything, man. Look at this. Look how diverse this is. Oh my god. So let's start. First off, there wasn't enough of BT21, so we won't see too many BT21 decks here. But let's start with a huge congratulations to John, who won his third regionals in a row. Third regionals. This time with Gohan BT21. Please don't buy out cards, they're so expensive. I mean, like, I'm just joking, guys. Gohan BT21, strong first showing for the deck. I'm super excited to see how it performs this weekend. Congratulations, John. 3 in a row. Mate, congrats. You're crazy. Second was Majin Vegeta. Vegeta starter deck 22. Best yellow deck, one of the best yellow decks at the moment. It's still, you know, it's still the fact that we don't have a lot of BT21 around, so I would argue that Frieza swap is phenomenal. But Majin Vegeta, second place. Majin Vegeta definitely a contender. I mean, like, hands down the best, or among the best yellow decks. Third place, Anthony with Soul Striker Reborn. Unfortunately, I didn't have time this week to film deck profiles, but Anthony, huge shout out to you, man. Anthony played last time with green-blue package, and this time it was mono-blue. He's a wizard with Soul Striker. Like, I'm gonna show you the list. The list is phenomenal. Anthony, huge congrats, man. Then 4th place, SS4 Vegeta. Yeah, SS4 Vegeta ramp. We have the decklist, we have decklist for all of them. It's the craziest, weirdest build that I have seen in a while. So yeah, congrats. And 5th place, Mr. M himself with Hatchiak, with Mr. Hatch going all the way to 5th place. And Mr. M is one of the best Hatch players in the world, so I'm not surprised. But Hatch coming in with an amazing showing on the first event, amazing results. 6th place, Trunks Jita. So the deck which just refuses to die is here again. Still pretty good option for a deck. 6th place, very good placing. Huge congratulations to everyone, so that I don't need to congratulate everyone all over again. I'm sorry, it's habit. It's a force of habit right now. 7th place, Cooler Mill. Remember, this is one of those that I have suggested for the upcoming metagame. Cooler Mill did phenomenal at this event. Cooler Mill did very, very well. And yeah, 7th place. Because we are entering the metagame with more and more battle cards and with more decks which draw a lot. Not necessarily plussing a lot in hand, but drawing a lot. So Cooler Mill, with all of these decks with no protection other than Trunks Jita, Cooler Mill is in a phenomenal position. 8th place, Set 2 Vegito. Set 2 Vegito is trying to gain some footing in this metagame. This deck has been made a lot better now that the Dirty Burst is gone, so he can actually play his 8 drops and beat you with them. I'm looking forward to seeing how BT2 Vegito will continue to perform. 9th place, our first SSG Trunks. This deck, guys, wow. Like, this deck is so good. SSG Trunks representing black, amazing deck. Then we have 10th place, Expert Android 21. This is the only 21 in the top 16, so the only version of 21. The awful, god-awful BT20 Android 21 isn't here because these players know how to play against it. Then 11th place, another SSG Trunks. Like, guys, if you have SSG Trunks, you already have the deck. You just need to buy the Z Leader and the new airdrop, and that's it. And kind of some other pieces, but you get it. It's not expensive. Phenomenal, very fun deck to play. Then 12th place, another Expert Android 21. And then 13th place, Trunks Reboot. Trunks Reboot, good stuff deck. Yeah, with the newest orb, Trunks Reboot, he just became a lot better. And I suspect that this is going to be the go-to blue good stuff deck going forward. Then we have 14th place, another Soul Striker. 15th place, Pen Reboot. On 15th place, congratulations, Pen Reboot. Another contender for the best red deck. So right now I would say Shlonku, Pen Reboot, U7 still needs to prove itself. Cooler Mill, like, those are the black decks that you want to, the red decks that you want to look at, though Cooler Mill is more multicolored than anything. And finally, speaking of Cooler Mill, 16th place, Cooler Mill. So congratulations to everyone, this is the breakdown. Let's check out the decks. Okay guys, we are here on Deck Planet and we are starting with John's Gohan list. So yeah, this is the first Gohan that ever took regionals. I mean ever, because first regionals. So let's see what do we have here. So as you can see, he's playing the full engine. So he's playing Vegetas, he's playing Trunks, Gohan and Goku combo here, but we have some cool things here. First off, we have Dark Infestation Frieza, we have 1-star Parasitic Ball. This is very hand destruction crit heavy basically. You have Goku here, you have Frieza here, so just like crit. Cells Kamehameha for even more hand destruction, Koitsukai to prevent floodgates. You have Boss Monster here. You have this card, which is very good in Gohan and Gogeta, not good almost anywhere else, but it's still a phenomenal card in the deck. And finally, you know, the God Rare. The God Rare as the SCR. So here is the Z deck, and here is the side. Side deck, you know, siding Fated Rivals combo, siding Gohan, Secret Gohan, the Gohan Rare, Sun Gohan Rare for Unison removal, one more Koitsukai. So yeah, this is the first place SS2 Gohan. Then moving on, we have the second place Vegeta, also running some new cards. First we have Vegeta and Goku Rivalry. So this one is phenomenal. I mean, like in this deck, it's a 20k double striker or 20k dual attacker. Great card. The cool thing that you can do with this card, we saw this on the Latam stream. You can actually swing with your servant, and then when you play this card, you use this effect to target a Vegeta. You target your servant because your servant wouldn't restand anyway. So that's a cool way to cheat him in, and then you can use this one to restand the servant. So that's cool. And we also have this newest one, Goku vs Frieza, Spirit Clash. And that's it for the newest cards. The rest is pretty standard. Nothing was banned in yellow, so we're not expecting some replacements in the deck. It's cool to see these trunks appearing again. I'm seeing this one more and more lately. So that was the second place. Third place, Anthony Soul Striker. This time around, mono blue, but here is the big one. Here's the one big standout in this list. Oob. Guys, Oob is phenomenal. Oob is so stupid strong. This card is stupid strong. You're like, well, you charge your opponent the energy, yeah, but you play him for 2 energy. He's 30k double striker with deflect, who clears the board and then punishes your opponent for using counters. Like, this card is phenomenal. Like, this is gonna be a blue staple forever, basically. The rest is pretty much standard from what I am seeing here. And yeah, this is the sideboard. I'm not gonna spend too much time going over decks because the video is long enough. And then we have the weird one. Then we have the really, really weird one, SS4 Vegeta. Look at this list. Now, honestly, I'm very confused with this list. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's happening here. You have, like, Hit Deadly Vanguard, you have Goku, you have, you know, Another World Blitz, okay. You have the newest counter, and then you have Oob, because of course you have Oob. Oob is phenomenal. 2 copies of Turning the Tide, and then you get to, like, 2 copies of Shining Golden Evil Lifeform Baby, who doesn't work fully. I mean, he's 2 energy, 35k deflect double striker. The part that doesn't work is his auto, because you can't play cards because you don't have the field. Then you have 2 copies of this Kefla, which I also don't see almost ever. Draw 2 cards and at the start of your opponent's deck, I mean, like, it helps you restand energy. Then you have one of these. Yeah, one of these cards which desperately needs a reprint. I guess when you have 15 or more, you basically kill your opponent. And then, you know, you have kind of a standard package until you run into this random Beerus. Completely random Beerus Ruthless Pursuer here. I'm leaving him up a bit longer so that you can pause the video and read what the card does. And then his SCR is Golden Cooler, which makes sense. You might be like, okay, this doesn't really make sense. It makes sense because of Oob. That's why it makes sense. And then he also has, like, a random Tragedy Overground in deck as well. It's such a random deck. It's such a random deck. Like, 3 copies of this Vegeta, I guess you need him for the Evil Life Form, and, like, it's a crazy deck. Super crazy, super spicy. Congratulations. Then 5th place, Mr. Ram with hatch. This is his weird mill hatch, but I can see some new additions, I believe. You have this Vegeta, not sure if it was here the last time around. But yeah, this is a very fast deck. This is a very fast version of hatch. Mr. M said on Facebook that he didn't end a single game in time, and time is 35 minutes. He would just kill his opponents much faster. Like I said, probably one of the best, if not the best hatch player in the world. Congratulations. And then we have Trunks Vegeta. Quickly going over it, nothing new. This is just the standard Trunks Vegeta list. This is the side. This is the Z deck, and here we have the sideboard. Basically, see, still running 2 copies of this. This one is seeing more and more play because yellow decks swarm so many cards. We're in a slower meta. Yellow swarms the field, and almost nothing has protection. So just blow up everything, especially against Trunks Vegeta. You just blow up everything. Then 7th place, Cooler Mill. Going through it rapidly fast. There is nothing new here. There is this super combo, which is cool to see. And then we have, yeah, this is just it, just Cooler Mill. Then we have SSG Trunks. Yeah, we have SSG Trunks, and this one, guys, this one is crazy. Like, this one is the blueprint for the newest SSG Trunks, basically. So you're running 4 copies of this guy. You are running 3 copies of your newest boss monster. From the newest cards, you're actually running Cumber. You're running 4 copies of this Vegeta. This Vegeta is just phenomenal. And you run the Cumber SCR here. And then you're also running 1 copy of the Z Leader, because this is the reason why you played the deck. And the rest is standard. I'm just looking at this card because I don't remember the art, basically. But there it is. This is the Trunks Vegeta for BT21. Then we have Android 21 Self-Control C running 4 copies of the Super Combo, and the rest is pretty standard. Not sure have I seen Universe 10 assembled in this deck yet. And you get the attack. Look at top 3 cards from the top of your opponent's deck and put them back in any order. Then choose 1 Universe 10 within each. Okay, and Universe 10, which I believe is the 0 here that's missing, is that the Kunzu, I believe. Because like Deck Planet bugged a bit. And yeah, then the rest is pretty standard. Then we have another Trunks. As you can see, it's pretty much the same as the previous one. It's a bit of a different in some of the ratios used, and there are some cards here like Bardock Tenacious Spirit being used, but you know, it's not that different from the first place that I have shown you. We are seeing more and more hand destruction hate in the sideboards. Sad time to be a green player. Then we have another Expert 21. You can see also running 4 copies of the Super Combo. Let me see, is Kunzu here? Yes. Is she? Yes, she's Universe 10. So Universe 10 assemble in the previous deck was made to grab her. And the rest is standard, except there is Tactical Victory Vegeta. What are you looking to blow up here? Spirit Bomb, I guess? You can blow up that one? From the top of my head, nothing without barrier comes into mind. Roshi's Field, I guess. Anyway, Trunks. 13th place, Trunks Reboot. 4 copies of Oob. 4 copies of Oob. I told you this is the new blue staple. But this is 4 copies of the 6 drop. He's also running 3 copies of the 8. So in Trunks you can actually get a lot of value from combining these two. There's a lot of value between these 2 newest cards. So go grab them if you don't have them yet. And then the rest is pretty much standard. It's good to see good stuff Trunks doing well. Then Soul Striker, mono blue build. Going through it, there are some choices that made me go, what? 3 copies of Begrudging Allies, for example, that really caught me a bit off guard. Then there's like only 1 Desperate Measures in the main. 1 of these. I mean, like, okay, he can grab pans, basically. That's what he can grab. And like 3 copies of Baby Unknown Parasite. It's an interesting build. It's for certainly an interesting build. And then sideboard has Frieza in it and Rebirth of Justice, but like mostly it has Frieza in it. Like, okay, then that's cool. That's weird, but cool. Then 15th place, Pen Reboot. Pretty standard pen list. This one is... yeah, I'm checking to see if there's anything new. No. This one is a pretty standard list. It's running 3 copies of this one, 3 copies of Gohan, 3 copies of Goten, 4 of the Broly. So yeah, if you're looking to play this deck and you don't have these cards, it's gonna be a bit expensive. It's gonna be a bit expensive, guys. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the list. And then finally, because I don't want to keep you waiting for too long, Cooler Mill. Just rushing through the list to see if there's anything new. No, but it's cool to see Assault from the Skies, SS4 Vermilion Saiyans, and Instinctive Reprisal. That's one of the ones that I don't really see. So it's cool to see this one. And then the rest is pretty standard. So, yeah, guys, that's it. Those are the deck lists. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the breakdown? This is so diverse. This is so cool to see. Yes, 54 players, but it's still a very good turnout. And I'm expecting a lot of diversity from the upcoming event. And then we have one in Europe as well. Because we're entering fully uncharted territory now. So who knows what's gonna be the next topping deck, you know, like who knows. But so far this looks very good. We have some suspects here, you know, like with Soul Striker, Cooler Meal, Expert 21 and Gohan, these and Majin, these are the ones that you would expect to see. But we have a lot of new welcomed additions. Very cool, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this breakdown. I read all of your comments, I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And while you're here, hit that share button, hit those like and subscribe buttons, help us grow, help us reach 3,000 subs, because that would be just insane. That would be just crazy. So yeah, let's try to do it then. Crazy is what we do here at The Lookout. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.